So this is the IZI N700 dashcam. This gets a 2304 into 1296p video resolution. This also gets a 360-degree rotatable design for the camera lens, and of course it also gets a Type-C USB port, which is the latest and the best way to connect your electronic devices. Last but not the least, this dashcam gets a 512GB storage capacity. Basically means if you do insert a 512GB card, you will get 100 plus hours worth of footage without any deletion, without any loop recording to begin with. All these features, to top it off, come at a price of less than, guess what, 3000 rupees. Yes, the IZI N700 comes at a price of 2999, which is the ultra low budget segment, and you get all these amazing features within that price bracket. So in this video, let's jump in straight into the video quality and the number plate readability of the IZI N700 dashcam to show you, is it worth your money, is it worth investing 3000 rupees in. Following it up by showing you the detailed unboxing, installation, and even the app setup and the in-app settings for this camera. So this is the all-in-one everything you need to know video about the newly launched IZI N700. So before you watch the rest of this video, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and of course don't forget to like this video as well. You're watching Travel Tech. Let's get started. So straight away, starting with the video quality during daytime, this looks pretty good. It has a resolution of about 2304 into 1296p at 25 frames per second and about 10,000 kbps of bitrate with a 80 MB per minute of file size. The overall video quality during daytime justifies the kind of price this dashcam comes at, and I'm quite happy and surprised actually looking at the video quality. This 1296p resolution is pretty much decent, slightly tad bit lower on the saturation side maybe, but the exposure and contrast levels do look more or less balanced. Even the frame rate doesn't stutter as much, but technically it does get only 25 frames per second. Now under the budget segment, this is a more than enough and a satisfactory kind of footage, and even the field of view of the camera looks pretty decent and covers most of the area that is directly in front of the car. Moving on to the nighttime video quality with the IZI 700, now this too looks pretty good. The contrast levels are nice, the brightness levels are also decent, and of course the saturation levels also do look much balanced, pretty much natural in the night sample. It does tend to catch some glare from the oncoming vehicles, and that's kind of expected within this price range, not a surprising fact. The overall quality although looks kind of from a camera which is of a more premium range, maybe 7,000 to 8,000 rupees, and doesn't kind of look like this camera comes under the budget range. Now of course this doesn't get the StarVis 2 sensor, so reading number plates during nighttime under the glare of headlights might be a bit tricky job for this camera, but the overall video quality of course is still really good and really satisfactory for the price this dash camera comes at. So if you're someone who is looking to get a very decent video footage quality, a good footage quality under the budget segment, and you don't want to spend a lot of money, the IZI 700 might just be the perfect camera for you. Moving on to the number plate readability, now during daytime, as you're seeing right now, the car in front is about a distance of 20 or more feet away, and considering this is 1296p camera, will this be able to get a good read of the number plate? Let's find out. A pretty good read of a number plate at such a high distance. With a 1296p camera, if you're able to read number plates at a distance of 20 plus feet, that's really excellent, and the image looks much smoother than what I initially expected, and that's a really good thing. And you can read each letter and number clearly in this specific example, considering that the car was such a high distance. So the overall number plate readability during daytime shouldn't be much of an issue with the IZI N700, and of course this can read up to 20 plus feet, and that's a super cool thing from this camera. Moving on to the close range number plate readability, just to show you the kind of read you might get at a very close range. Now this looks stunning, absolutely no noise, each letter and number clearly visible. You can even sort of make out the IND lettering right next to the K letter. So at a close range and even at a distance of 20 plus feet, you're covered with the N700. Moving on to the nighttime number plate read. Now in this example, I specifically turned off the headlights of my car just to show you the kind of read you get when the headlights are off and the number plates are not under the glare of my headlights. And if we zoom in to take a look at the picture, a decent read, slightly blurry I feel compared to the daytime footage, but of course not a deal breaker, giving that this is night condition and the camera is optimizing well to get the good read of the number plate. Of course each letter and number is legible and clearly visible so that you can make it out easily. But of course, this is not a natural situation because I have turned off the headlights of my car. And what happens if I turn on the headlights? Well, as similar to every other camera which doesn't get a star-waist 2 sensor, you do tend to get a near whitewash look. So if you're trying to read number plates under the glare of headlights during nighttime, this is the kind of look which you're going to get, and this is common with every other camera which doesn't get a star-waist 2 sensor. Alright, so here I have with me the IZI N700 dashcam. Let's quickly take a look at what's inside the box. So first of all, you get a picture of the camera. On the bottom it says f2.0 aperture with 170-degree field of view, WDR night vision, 512GB storage and 24/7 recording with a smart G sensor. On the back of the box they do provide some specification. It says it's a 5-megapixel camera with a 2.5K resolution, f2.0 aperture and Wi-Fi supported with microphone, speaker, a G sensor and memory cards, support up to 512GB. Power specifications, noise reduction and emergency recording. They also provided QR code to download the app on your Google Play and even Apple App Store. Inside the box, the contents should be the dash camera, the power cable with adapter, a user manual, electrostatic sticker and a 3M sticker as well. On the box, the MRP is mentioned as 9990. So let's quickly open up the box and take a look at the dash camera. So straight up inside the box, you find a thank you card and also a warranty claim card. So you need to scan the QR code in order to claim the warranty. Following this, you have the instruction manual or the user manual for the N700. For those who are looking to get into the details of the dash camera regarding its installation, its app setup, you can take a look at this user manual. Then you have a single electrostatic sticker right here to help in mounting the dash cam to the windshield. Now let's jump in straight to the dash camera. So here's a very uniquely designed N700 dashcam from IZI. Now the good thing about this dashcam is that the lens module is rotatable. So as you can see, the lens is currently facing towards one side, and if I want, I can rotate it completely back towards the other side. So this means when you've mounted the dash camera on your windshield, so preferably like this, the windshield sticker is right here. So when the dashcam is mounted like this, the camera will be facing towards the front, but whenever you want, you can rotate it back so that it faces towards the cabin of the car. So this means you can record both ways, the front of the car and even the back of the car based on your requirement. So on one side of the dashcam you get this micro SD card slot. On the other side there's nothing else, the lens module. On top of the dashcam you have a Type-C port for power, that's good. A windshield mount, a lot of ventilation holes. And here you find a LED indicator and a power on and off button, along with the IZI branding and the N700 model branding. So let's keep this here and take a look at what else is inside the box. So here's the power adapter with a pre-attached 12-volt socket along with a Type-C port. Now this doesn't come with a USB-A port at the other end. So this means that the 12-volt socket of your car will be used up by this dash camera's power cable, and you won't be able to use it for any other devices which you like. So this is the IZI 700 180-degree rotatable lens dash camera. So let's move on and take a look at its video quality and see if it lives up to its name. Starting with the installation, all you need to do is just peel off the sticker from the front lens of the camera and of course insert a compatible micro SD card within the memory card slot, following it up by removing the 3M sticker of the windshield mount. So this is very important that you don't peel off the sticker itself. All you need to do is just peel off the outer covering of the 3M sticker, and once that's done, just orient the camera or rotate the camera towards the front of the windshield, following it up by sticking the camera on your windshield. Make sure you press so that the dash camera is firmly. Plug in the Type-C cable to power up the camera and turn on the engine. Following it up by download the IZI N700 app on your smartphone, and once the app gets downloaded, just go ahead and open it up and follow the instructions which are currently being displayed on the screen in order to connect the dash camera to the N700. So you'll have to enter the Wi-Fi settings of your smartphone and connect to the Wi-Fi network manually, following it up by entering the specific password for this camera, that is the numeral digits 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 0. So once you click the connect button, it's going to take a few seconds for the dash cam to connect to your smartphone. Once it's connected, head back to the app. It's going to show you a connecting logo or a connecting animation within the app. Once it's properly connected, you should be able to view a live view on the IZI N700 app. Alright, so as you're seeing right now, this is the screen of the IZI N700 app. You have got this main live screen where it is streaming directly from the dash camera. You have the stop recording button in the middle, a gallery button and the settings button. So let's just head into the settings.
Stop recording.
So as soon as you head into the settings, the camera stops the recording. So first of all, you have the recording on and off button. You can enable or disable that. Then you have the sound equipment option. If you head into that, it says mute low, middle and high. So let's just mute it for now. Following that, you have the resolution option. If you head into this, you get two different options, that is 2K resolution and 1080p 30 fps. So let's just set it at the highest resolution for now to check the quality of the video. Then you have the video subsection option, where you can head into select the video duration from a minimum of 1 minute up to 5 minutes and a middle duration of up to 3 minutes. Let's head back. Then you have the frequency, that's 50 or 60 Hz you can set based on your requirement. Following that, you have the timestamp, which you can enable or disable. Then you have the G sensor sensitivity. You can turn it off completely or set it to low, middle or high. Let's just set it to off for now. Following that, you have the boot sound, which you can enable, disable. Then you have parking monitoring, collision sensitivity. This will require a separate hardware kit installation. Following that, you have the duration of parking monitoring. You can set it at about minimum of 6 hours up to 12, 24 and even 48 hours. Then you have the Wi-Fi name, which you can alter. Then you can change the Wi-Fi password. Then you have the format memory card option, then reset option and the firmware update option. So pretty much basic options in the N700 dash cameras settings list. So if you head into the main screen, so as you're seeing right now, the camera is now currently streaming. But if I try to rotate the camera towards the back, so let's just try and rotate it. Okay. So this is the maximum it can rotate, and it cannot rotate like completely towards the cabin because the windshield of my car is angled at about 45 degrees. So this means the cabin recording will be possible only in those cars which have a near vertical windshield. For those cars which have a very slanted windshield, such as sedans, the cabin recording probably won't be possible. So the IZI N700 does make a compelling case for it, considering the price point it comes at, and for all the features it offers. I think this is one of the best and the most suitable options as your first dashcam purchase. So if you're someone who is looking to buy a dashcam under the budget segment, under the ultra low budget segment of less than 3,000 rupees, probably anybody can get this. You get some really cool features, and I'm personally kind of happy with the video quality the N700 provides for you. All in all, for that price segment, this is a truly value for money option. And of course, if you are considering buying this dashcam, just head down, click on the description. You'll find the purchase link right there. And of course, if you do have any doubts or queries regarding this camera, you can always write that down in the comments. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Finally, if you did like this video, and if this video has helped you out making that correct purchase decision, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Smash that like button. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you get notified each time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.